Lovely starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child I live in Wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down.
Hi, and welcome to Handmade by Dixie Tulip. I'm Mel, and in today's video, it's just a really quick video. I'm just going to share with you a make that's hot off the sewing table, and it is the Named Clothing dressing gown. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put some text in with what the name of the pattern is. But yeah, I was actually gifted some lovely sweatshirt fabric from Pin and Sew UK, and this is absolutely gorgeous, quite heavyweight sweatshirt fabric, and I was gifted 3 meters of it. It's super cozy, and I was thinking about what I wanted to make, and I absolutely live in dressing gowns. As soon as I get home from work, I like to take work clothes off and just put on something really comfortable, so I do wear a dressing gown a lot, and I haven't treated myself to a new one for years, and I've never sewed a dressing gown, so I thought I wanted to make myself a nice cozy one for autumn and winter, and here it is, and I absolutely love it. So I'll just insert a couple of photos so you can see what this is like being worn, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the pattern and the fabric, and show you the close-up details. So the fabric is cotton and elastane. It hasn't got any polyester or anything like that in it, so it makes it really breathable and really comfortable to wear, and the inside is really fleecy and really soft. I'll bring it in and show you in a second, but it really does make it great fabric to use for a dressing gown because it's really comfortable against the skin. The named pattern, it's super simple. It's just the back piece. You've got 2 front pieces, obviously the sleeves, but they're really simple sleeves to attach. There's no setting sleeves or anything like that. They're really simple. And then you've got the collar, which is kind of a long double-faced collar. You've got the tie belt, and you've got patch pockets. The whole thing came together, well, what I will say is I think if you were purely sewing this on the sewing machine, you could probably have the whole thing made in 2 to 3 hours, but I did quite a bit of hand sewing on this because with it being sweatshirt fabric, the stitches can kind of sink into it and it doesn't look that professional, so I hand stitched all the collar and I hand stitched the hem on the sleeves. I wish I'd hand stitched the hem at the bottom of the dressing gown, but I did that quite early on before I'd realised that the stitches kind of sink into the fabric, so it was too late with the hem at the bottom, but yeah, I decided to hand sew a lot of the rest, so that did make it take a little bit more time to put together. But this fabric was an absolute dream to hand sew because it's quite thick, where you want to kind of do an invisible stitch which is quite invisible on the outside. It was great because you just kind of catch your hand sewing needle in the fleece, and then it was really good and easy to handle. It cut out like a dream as well. I did most of the construction just straight on the overlocker, with the exception of, what did I need to sew with the sewing machine? Obviously the hem, and the patch pockets, so I did those on the standard machine. I used a walking foot just because it's quite a heavyweight fabric, but the rest of it I just put together on the overlocker, which made it really quick. The instructions were really good to follow as well. Hopefully I'll insert a bit of video to show you a bit more about the pattern as I'm talking. So the instructions were really clear and easy to follow. But one thing I found is that when I came to attach the collar to the dressing gown, the collar came out quite a bit shorter than the dressing gown, and if I was following the instructions on what size to do the hem, it wouldn't have worked. So I don't know if I cut a line out wrong when I was cutting the pattern out, or whether I'd misread some of the instructions at some points, because if I'm honest, I didn't fully follow the instructions because it was quite a simple make. So maybe it was me doing something wrong, or maybe there's a fault in the pattern, so that's perhaps something just to watch out for if you're going to make this yourself before you sew the collar on. Just make sure that the length is right, because you actually hem the dressing gown before you attach the facing, but then you sew the bottom of the facing before you attach that to, sorry, the collar, not the facing, before you attach that to the dressing gown. So if it doesn't fit, you've got some unpicking to do. So just watch out for that. But other than that, it came together really, really well. And this does have both a women's and a men's version as well. That's what I'm wondering whether I did. I'm wondering whether I cut out the men's line rather than the women's, and that was a little bit longer, not sure. The fit of it I'm happy with. Obviously it's a dressing gown, so it's going to be quite loosely fitted. The only thing is I think the pockets are a little bit low. On me, my hands as I'm wearing it can't really fit in the pockets, so I would probably, if I'm making it again, move the pockets up a little bit. But to be fair, the pattern does say it's drafted for a woman who's 5'8" and I'm 5'3", so I perhaps really should have thought about checking where the pockets sit before I sew them anyway. So let me come in and show you this in a little bit more detail. So this is the fabric. It's got this really pretty tropical flower and leaf print on it, and on the inside it's super soft and fleecy. You can see there how I've hand stitched the collar on the inside. So you've got nice big belt loops, you've got the nice deep pockets. Oh, nearly fell over. And then you've got the tie belt. Let me just show you what I mean with the stitches sinking in. So that's what I mean by the stitches kind of sinking to the fabric a little bit. Probably could fix that if you played about with the tensions and things, but on the sleeves, just to show you the sleeves, I decided to hand sew the hems so it's invisible on the outside, but on the inside I've hand sewed it. So that's it. As I say, the fabric's really good quality. I will put links in the video notes if the fabric is still available. I know it's quite new into Pin and Sew UK, this print, so hopefully there'll be some left for you to get your hands on if you love it as much as I do. I do have a little bit left over. I was gifted 3 meters of this, and obviously I've made the dressing gown, and there is a little bit left over, and I'm hoping there may be enough for kind of some kind of cropped sweater, is it the seam work Astoria, or maybe the South Bank cropped version or something like that. I'll keep you posted with whether I've got enough left to make something else out of it. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and I know this is going to be the most worn thing in my wardrobe because I wear my dressing gown every day as soon as I get home from work. So that's it. Thank you for stopping by. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and if you don't already subscribe, just hit that subscribe button. Just in case you're not familiar, if you do subscribe and you want updates when I release a new video, just hit the little alarm button and then you'll get a notification when I've uploaded a new video. So have a wonderful week, whatever you're up to, and I will see you very soon. Bye.
Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child, I live in Wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down. Now my feet don't even reach the ground. Just like a